Well, what I want to show you today is how Lesko Help members are showing other members more about government grants than I am. Man, that's what's great about this. I've been studying this stuff for 40 years or more. And, the older I get, the more I just don't know all this stuff. And so what's great is members are actually showing more stuff that I haven't run into. And that's what really keeps me young. That, man, I don't know anything. I got so much more to learn about this stuff. But more important, this is what I do every day. I open up Lesko Help. That's the closed Facebook group, members. And they put in, sources they found that they've used or they found in researching to share with other people. Sources of free money and help to do things in life or to solve financial problems. So this is what I found when I opened up today, okay? And I got about 30 or so questions. And this is where I ask the question. See, members ask me a question. Hey, like somebody I just answered, the landlord's calling me, I'm going to be evicted. What did I do? So what I do is I show them where to get free legal help to make sure they where they live. I think this is in Nevada. Free legal help on where they live to stop the eviction, and also where to find money programs to give the landlord the rent they're crying about. So that's what I do. But more importantly, here's what the members are doing for members. Now, here's a report. That a member sent in. It says, great news for child care providers. This is a program now they're sharing with other members that gives child care providers $7,500, okay? Because we need a lot more child care than we have providers, to tell you the truth. And so they're trying to keep them in business and do this. And actually the same, I looked at this report, and the same, they have business money too. And that has to be given out by December 2nd. So that's it. Now, here's another one. In Illinois, small business recovery grants are available. So this is new. In Illinois, they have recovery grants for small businesses and entrepreneurs and stuff like this. This is recovering from the COVID. This is that money that's still coming out. It's not SBA money. This is local money. Here's one. The Community Foundation of Hudson Valley has $258,000 in relief grants, okay? So this is a nonprofit organization in Hudson Valley, which I think is somewhere in New York area or whatever, and it's to aid people, that are suffering. We have a lot of, big pain out there, and that's why these kind of programs are coming up. Nassau County, another New York area, they have a second round of COVID funding. Okay, see, that's what people don't understand. Okay, this is by November 19th, you have to apply. The second, or it's going to start November 19th. Whatever it is, if you hear about something, you start applying today because all these are limited. And when it's gone, it's gone. Some of them are still trying to get rid of money because not enough people applied. So every place is different. Just don't assume anything. You get it from the horse's mouth, and you find the office that's giving out the money and get the facts there. So they have money. Second round. See, what they did in the first COVID stimulus package, they give local governments a whole bunch of money, hundreds of millions of dollars, billions of dollars. And what they did is make it available in rounds. So round one was maybe March or April, May, June, and then another one in July, and now a third one. See, so this is what's going on. So it's all brand new money. So if you heard something locally had money and it's gone, well, they're getting another round. So come back again tomorrow and we'll date you then. Okay, here's Howard County receives $2.5 million grant for restaurants. That's what they're trying to keep restaurants in business. So if you're cooking food at home and selling it, you're a restaurant, man. And so that's important. So there's a lot of money like that given out, and more, because if the restaurant dies in the city, that brings traffic and vitality to the city and everything, and they're not there, then the city will die. Okay, workforce development program. Okay, this is job training. Okay, this is new, in a county government to train people for new and better jobs. Okay, now this is stuff you don't have to pay for, and it's called something called workforce development. So you find those. See, I mean, the stuff. See, this is what I mean. The members are coming in and say, "Let's go look at this. Look at this life." They're getting excited as I do. Okay, here's another one. Lightfoot is getting lighthearted Chicago. Time to pick up the pieces in a windy city. Boy, they're working on headlines like I am. Okay, the mayor, and that's Mayor Lightfoot in Chicago, she has $10 million. She's given out to bars and restaurants, that were shut down, because of virus. Free vital legal clinic for vets in Austin. There's a free legal help for veterans in Austin. Yeah, well, that's pretty cool. Here's how to pay for college ideas. There's money for paying for college. Here, Penn State has a deadline, November 15th, and the CARES Grant Launch Box. This is people to start businesses. And this is up in Pennsylvania. Okay. Here's another grants for Pennsylvania dairy farmers. Enough to make the cows come home. She's getting good. So that's great. Okay. Here's one. Proof Trump's plans is working for all. Mass jobless claims see biggest decline in months. Okay, so that's right. Actually, it did recently, just a couple hours ago. The number of people applying for jobs did shrink this month. Still a lot of people out there. Still 20 million people looking for stuff. But at least it's trending. Child care programs grant help to Topeka, Kansas, $3.5 million to help you pay for child care. You can't go to work. You don't have child care, right? Kids aren't going to school. So what are you going to do, right? Tennessee is offering $5 million in grants for charter schools. Okay, if you're a charter school, you're worried if your kid goes to child school. Also, see these schools and county schools and things like that have a lot of money to do the remote learning. So if you're looking for help to pay for laptops that your child needs or online Wi-Fi and stuff like that, call your county Department of Education because they have money to help pay for that. You got to search that. It's all local stuff, so you got to find out where it is. Reimbursement grants available to businesses for outdoor dining tents and heaters. See, they have them. I live downtown DC, man. The streets have no traffic, but they have restaurants in the middle of the street. Everybody's eating in the street. They're not dancing in the street. They're eating in the streets. Yeah. Okay. More Connecticut grants, 3.4 million. And this is all new stuff. See, this isn't stuff from last April or June, July. No, this is last week, this week that's coming out. That's what I'm trying to do is teach people about these things. Here, $5,000 grant for musicians in Houston, right? What we don't want are all the musicians to be pissed off, is it? Because they're going to play lousy music. So we got to keep them employed and money. So that's a city government program. How would you know about that? Oh, here's a nice little tiny grants. $250 mini grants year round for Dickinson. I don't know where that is. Foundation number for nonprofits to boost their efforts through a mini grant. Okay, this is for small nonprofits. Anniversary from frozen rats to sensory paths. Dickin Community Foundation providing a number of areas. So I guess you have an idea for your community or whatever. You can help it make better through the COVID. Then they're going to give you $250, to do that project. Career link up to programs, help and services in Pennsylvania. Well, that's to me, that's the Career One Stop does that, and that's what they're doing. So see, the government knows stuff's happening. And the elected officials know they're in deep doo-doo if they don't help solve the problem. So that's why you're going to see these programs come up all over the country, and you you have to dig them out for you to know about them. You always have to be on their mailing list. So that's why, no matter where you are, what I'll do, for members, I give you the 5, actually there's 6 or 7 places locally to check where these normally come out. If you're not sure, if you're not a member, call your elected official. Start contacting them to say, hey, how am I going to find out about the new program? programs, and you have 10, 12 elected officials, to do this, because see, I just ran through 10, 12 of these things, that are available. So make sure that you start finding out, because there's new things coming out every day. I just gave you a half a dozen, whatever the heck that is. It seems like a lot. So happy searching.